Hello astrology lovers, welcome to AstroBasic, the first place to learn astrology. I am Jayant Kumar and I will be your host for today's session from AstroBasic channel. Today I am going to discuss about Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha, basically Dasha system. So far we have discussed about introduction of Vedic astrology, and then we discussed about the planets, then we discussed about houses and strength of planets, friendship of planets, and different zodiac signs, what are their properties. So today I am going to discuss about Mahadasha system, basically Dasha system. Within Dasha, Mahadasha, Pratyantardasha and Antardasha comes. So this is one of the most important, very most important topic in Vedic astrology. The reason is, using this Mahadasha system, Dasha system, we are able to pinpoint the events. If somebody will ask, when will I get promotion, when will I get job, all those things, the timing events can be checked from the Mahadasha only. Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha. When I say Mahadasha, means all three combinations and including the transit as well. The Sanskrit meaning of Dasha is basically timings. So there are 42 different types of Dasha system in our astrology system, and out of 42 there are two systems, Astotri and Vismontri. These two are really very important. So Astotri is like 108 years of period, they say, and Vismotri is basically 120 of period, they say. So we are going to use Vismotri because this is more famous, and 120 years we are calculating all the planets accordingly. So we have 9 planets, and each planet is having their ruling age, means the duration. Like Ketu is for like 7 years, Venus is for 20 years, Mars is for 7 years, Sun is 6 years, Moon is 10 years, Saturn 19 years. Like that, we have each planet a different time period. And how will we decide which Mahadasha, which Dasha will start, Mahadasha will start when people born? So basically, how it works when people born, like moon is in which constellation at that time. Using that, we decide which Mahadasha will start. So suppose somebody born on Mula Nakshatra. So Mula Nakshatra, the ruling planet of Mula Nakshatra is Ketu. So he will start his Mahadasha system Ketu. Like Ketu will rule for 7 years, then Venus will come for 20 years, then Sun will come for like 6 years, then Moon for 10, then Mars for 7 years. Like that it will go on. And all the planets, when if you add, it will be 120 years period. And how we decide, like for Ketu, when anytime like in Nakshatra, if you see, there are 12 zodiac signs. So each zodiac sign is 30 degrees. So 12 into 30, if you do, like 360 degrees. So it is surrounded us. So we are here on Earth. So surrounded Earth, if you see that, like 360 degrees. So our sages has divided into 12 equal parts, and each part is like 30 degrees. And likewise, we have 27 constellation nakshatras, and each nakshatra is like 13 degree 20 minutes. So if you calculate 13 degree 20 minutes into 27, it will be again coming as a 360 degree. So the time of birth, the moon is in whatever nakshatra it is. So using that, we decide which Mahadasha will start. Not only this, even though there are 27 nakshatras, like each nakshatra is like 13 degree 20 minutes, but these nakshatra are again divided into 4 quarters. We say like 4 padas in Hindi. So each quarter, like suppose a person born on like Mula Nakshatra, and he born on 4th pada, as per their degree, it is like 4th quarter. So it has already crossed 3 quarters. So his Ketu period will not be like 7 years. His Ketu period will be 7 into just 7 by 4. So it's 25% of 7 years. Only he will, like his Ketu period will be there. And then it will start Venus Dasha and all. So this is how we decide which Dasha will start and what is how much period it is. So you can see in this chart what are the nakshatra if people born, and then who will be the ruling planets and what is the duration of each Mahadasha. So basically, what is Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha? So you can understand this with this example. Like suppose if you see in USA or India basically, so there is a central government and each state has their own government, and at the district level or county level there is another government. So if somebody is living in a particular district or county and there is a rule enforced by federal government or central government, so definitely that person has to follow that. But on top of that, if state has also given some rule which is applied to that particular state, so definitely that person is has to abide that rule as well. And on county or district level, if some other rule has been imposed on that person, so that has to abide that rule as well. So this is how our Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha system is. So Mahadasha is like central government, Antardasha, somebody say Bhukti, is called like a state government, and that Pratyantardasha is called like a our district level or county level like government. So everybody has to go through all the Mahadasha, and suppose one Mahadasha, suppose Venus somebody is going, so within Venus Mahadasha of 20 years, all the remaining all the 9 planets will have their Antardasha or Bhukti. Like Venus will start, then Venus, then after that Venus Sun, then Venus Moon, then Venus Mars, like that it will go till Venus Ketu. And then within each Antardasha, suppose Venus and Sun, Venus Mahadasha and Sun Antardasha or Bhukti is going on, and then within Sun again the 9 planets will have their period. So those are called the Pratyantardasha. So like Venus, Sun, and within Sun again Sun, Venus, Sun, Moon, Venus, Sun, Mars, like that it will go. So this is how they calculate. And so anybody who is staying in like I gave example, they have to follow all the 3 government rules. Like that when Mahadasha, suppose Venus is going, so whatever Venus they represent the houses or the constellation where the Venus is sitting, definitely that gives more result of that constellation rather than which or the house they shows that. We will discuss this when we will analyze any horoscope in that. So basically any planets who gives more result in their Dasha period, what are the houses they signify compared to which constellation they are sitting, they will give result of that. Suppose Venus is signifying 7th house, and but he is sitting in the constellation of suppose Saturn, and Saturn is signifying suppose 10th house, so it will give result of 10th house first, and it will try to give result of 10th house. Definitely the 7th house it will be involved in that result, but the whatever result Saturn is promising a particular thing, they are trying to give that result. So this is how it is. We will discuss more in detail when I will analyze the horoscope. Likewise the Mahadasha is more stronger than your Antardasha, means Bhukti, and Antardasha is more stronger than Pratyantardasha. So if Mahadasha says promising any particular things, and if Antardasha is also promising anything and Pratyantardasha is also supporting that things, then definitely that result will happen. Suppose Mahadasha says that okay, he should get married, but Venus Mahadasha suppose 20 years and it says like he should get married, so it's not like 20 years he will get married. Then we see that which Antardasha Bhukti that promise, that more promising is telling that like he will get married. So we will go through that Antardasha, and then we see that what are the planets which says that he will definitely get married. Then we'll check the Pratyantardasha, and then during that period we say that okay, he will get married, and he will get married. And then to pinpoint the day, we take the help of transit, and this is all the combination we decide the particular event. Same way for other events, like either it is health, a job, career, business, anything, we decide using that method. So Mahadasha is basically giving you status kind of. So this is what it will happen. And suppose Mahadasha says that somebody will be suppose driving a luxury car, so Antardasha, if it is bad, so it's not like he will lost his car. So he will still have car, but it might be like accident or dent, or might be he will not drive every day because his financial is crunch. And like Pratyantardasha, if something bad, so it will small event for few days because Antardasha period is small. But at the same time, suppose Mahadasha itself bad and Antardasha is very good. So if Mahadasha is bad, so even though Antardasha promised that luxury car, so Mahadasha is not promising a luxury car, so he will not be able to buy that much luxury car, because Mahadasha, first thing we have to see whether that is promising that prominent things or not. So this is how it works. So we will see the strength and everything when we analyze the horoscope in more detail, but just for now you have to understand what is Mahadasha, what is Antardasha or Bhukti, it's a two different terms we are using, and what is Pratyantardasha, and how many years of each Mahadasha must go, and how we decide which Mahadasha will start first. So all those things we can understand in this video. Apart from that, people ask, how will be my Sun Mahadasha, how will be my Venus Mahadasha, how will be my Ketu Mahadasha. So it is not like generic in answer. Okay, so we cannot say that okay, if your Venus Mahadasha is going on, you will get all sort of luxury, you will all get all sort of like comfort, sex, romance or marriage, because Mahadasha, definitely Venus has these type of properties, so definitely they will try to give that, but they will only be able to give result if they are promising those events in your chart. So Mahadasha, like Venus is a good planet, it is not like a bad planet like Rahu, Ketu or Saturn, so it is not that hard. So definitely your life will be little smooth, but at whatever house they are promising, if they are promising like accident, so even though Venus is good planet, but it will give you accident. So it depends on the chart basically, but definitely the nature of the planets, like Venus, if suppose marriage, if Venus has to give marriage, so definitely it will give like luxury marriage, good marriage. If suppose same marriage has to given by Saturn or Rahu or Ketu, so that marriage like will be, the age will be different, or like in India it's a different caste system, so it will be like that. So the nature of the planet definitely give impact, but it depends on your chart how this particular Mahadasha or Antardasha will give result. So this was my analysis for Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha, and thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe below, or a small YouTube tiny icon. And if you have not liked my Facebook page yet, so please go and like my Facebook page as well, because all the important posts of my website and channel I'm posting there. And if you have any question related to this topic, please visit my website www.astrobasic.com. And if you have any question related to this topic or related to your life, then please visit my Q&A section to ask questions. I have given a link in my description. So thank you, stay tuned, see you in next video, bye bye. Our sages has divided the whole sky into 12 equal parts. If you consider like 360 degree, so 12 parts like 30 degree each. And they have not just divided like 12 parts. They have they have done their research on the shape of the stars and